Grand Valley did such a great job of teaching me so many different things.
I personally felt like it was a welcoming community.
One of my notable accomplishments would be my first Emmy nomination with NBC's The West Wing.
I came here with the opportunity to teach.
The faculty at Grand Valley has done nothing but prepare me.
The level of education I got was, I think, unparalleled.
Grand Valley is celebrating 50 years, half a century of educating students to shape their lives, their professions, and their societies. 50 years ago, a 4-year college in West Michigan was just an idea. It turned out to be a great idea that needed energy, political acumen, and financing.
I took action.
Yes, he did. Bill Seidman, the Grand Rapids native with a distinguished career on the national stage, garnered the forces to move the community and the state to create what is today Grand Valley State University.
We were diligent. We really worked at it. And then eventually, the state, you said, you can have a charter if you raise $1 million to give to the state and buy a campus for the university.
They began raising money for a promise. There were big backers, of course, but individual citizens got involved, paying $1 for a brick. And brick by brick, they raised the $1 million. The promise of Grand Valley has been fulfilled for the last 50 years by outstanding faculty, staff, and students, tremendous community support, and leadership.
Ultimately completed
in 1962, James Zumberg became the first president, and ground was broken for Lake Michigan Hall. All that was needed were faculty and students. Diane Payton was the first student accepted to Grand Valley, and she was adventurous enough to enroll.
The GVS Volkswagen bus came one Saturday morning to pick me and some of my friends up to tour the campus, and of course, there weren't any buildings here, so they all kind of looked at me like, are you crazy?
She joined some 226 other students, including her future husband, Don, and began to build a student culture. There were winter carnivals, war protests, concerts, and athletics. Students picked the school colors, blue, black, and white, and they held a contest that yielded the Lakers as the athletic mascot. When Aaron D. Lubbers became president in 1969, Grand Valley was accredited and growing.
Enrollment was about 1,900 students when I came to Grand Valley.
Don Lubbers served for 32 years, overseeing tremendous enrollment growth and the creation of campuses in Grand Rapids and Holland. Lubbers and his team had the vision and the financial backing of the community to propel the university forward.
We wanted to build a university for the region. That, I think, we accomplished. I wanted it to be high quality.
Good job.
The quality of the faculty here is second to none in this country. Not just great teachers, but great scholars also.
Our students are getting jobs, they are well educated, and we trained them for their lives.
High-quality faculty attract high-quality students. 97% of Grand Valley freshmen have GPAs of 3.0 or higher. More than 90% of Grand Valley graduates are successfully employed or pursuing advanced degrees.
Well, I feel like the education, it truly prepares you for the real world.
I feel like I gained so much from every experience that I've had here. You know, starting out as a freshman to where I am now changed my life.
That's a hallmark of Grand Valley, the highest concern for students. When Lubbers retired and State Treasurer Mark Murray was hired as president in 2001, he kept students front and center. That consistent focus at Grand Valley has played itself out in rich academic programs, active student life, and in the beauty of the campus, including housing.
This is not just an apartment building. It's a community you've joined, and it's a community that cares about you and cares about your whole development, not just your academic development, your personal development.
We, first and foremost, would not exist without our students. We have to realize that. And I think the president needs to be recognized and recognizable for the students.
Grand Valley's fourth and current president, known to students as Tejas, is definitely familiar to students. As he has led the university during new construction or the creation of new academic programs, the students, their needs, and the needs of the state and the region are paramount.
So we want to attract talented students from Michigan and some very specific areas around us, but we really attended to are the whole nature of the curriculum and the quality of professors that are going to support that curriculum will attract students.
And attract Grand Valley does. More than 24,000 students strong at its 50th anniversary. High-achieving students, student athletes who win in the classroom. More than half achieve a 3-point grade point average or better. Grand Valley has the best Division II sports program in the nation, receiving the Director's Cup for 7 years in a row.
We want our student athletes to look back on their 4-year career at Grand Valley and be able to say, I became the best student I could be, I became the best athlete I could be, and I became the best person I could be, and then have them ready for society.
All programs tie back to the university's mission.
We do have what we believe is the next 50 years ahead of us, building on a wonderful foundation.
That early Grand Valley idea is reality, and every day more plans are made, and more dreams come true.
It's great to see how many wonderful alumni Grand Valley produces and how many people really want to get involved and stay committed to the university and give back to the communities in which they live.
I have the opportunity to make a difference, to make an impact, to make changes.
Let the celebration begin. Happy 50th.